I am Mary Magdalene, divine feminine counterpart to my beloved Yeshua, overseer of the divine feminine ray of love and empowerment. It gives me great pleasure, deep satisfaction to speak with you today. Many of you are undergoing great turbulence in your lives, witnessing great disruption in the world. Many of you are beginning to lose hope. Do not believe that we are so far removed from your troubles that we do not remember these situations within different capacities within our own earthly lives. I know too well how difficult it can be to know that a loved one is hurting, to know that you have only a limited time frame with which to exchange your love. And I will say to you, each of you, there is nothing more important than expressing the love you have for those whom you are close to. But it is equally important, my friends, to express the love you are for yourself. And this is the one step which is often missing when you are wanting to meet your divine counterpart within your physical earth. You are only on earth for a short time. For some of you, this is a blessing. For some of you, it has been a difficult journey indeed. You are getting to the point in your journey where you are wondering if you will ever come face to face with that soul who loves you and knows you for the love that you are. And I will say to each of you, this divine mirror of self is always connected to you. There is no separation, even though it may appear that you and they are far apart, never to be on the same page, never to be in each other's arms, never to know the unconditional love of your mirror soul upon your earth. And yet I will say to you that this is not the case if you are listening to this. Some of you have already met the soul that matches yours the most in frequency and energy, and often in experience too. And yet, for whatever reason, it seems as though the very force of life itself has carried them on a tide too far away for you to reach. And even though you might wish to run to them, or you may hope that they will run to you, it seems as though that ocean, that distance, is growing vaster by the day, by the hour. And I know myself the searing agony of the apparent parting, and how very unlikely it feels to you that you can withstand the pain that your mirror soul and their absence brings forth. And so whatever your circumstances are today, I would like to speak to you in simple terms about what is required energetically to bring your counterpart back into your life. And this is whether or not your twin is physically on earth, whether you have not consciously met them yet, or whether you have been together and for whatever reason the distance is now present. So the first thing that you must understand is exactly what your twin is. It is literally the other half of you. Vibrationally, emotionally, often physically, you are mirrors of the one self. And so very often, when these two parts of the self come together, if this happens too soon, if this happens whilst trauma and growth still occurs, the magnetization can cause a polarizing effect, which appears to push away from you that which you love and desire the most. And so when this happens, it is for you to remember that you are not being punished, and it is not a foregone conclusion whether or not within the physical your twin will return. It is an energetic polarization caused by the energy within your field, the unhealed trauma, the battle scars that you have sustained on earth, the fears of being alone, being out of control, and being rejected once again. When these energies are present and playing their tune loudly within your aura, as your twin comes towards you, as the inexplicable urge to be close to one another is felt, so too is the urge to move away from that which is not unconditional love, from that which is not unconditional acceptance of the self. And so when your beloved is unable or unwilling or simply unknown around you or in your life, when their absence causes great grief and great pain, it is to remember that the two halves of one whole come together easily when the one is whole within the self. And so to draw your twin towards you, to encourage your twin to return, to bring your beloved into your life and into your arms, it is to remember that it is the love of self, the acceptance of what has been, the awareness of what is to be resolved by you, and it is the understanding that as you do this, inevitably, as you learn to love yourself and the life that you have, it is this energy of unconditionality, of no resistance, desiring but not yearning, wanting but not needing, trusting and not controlling. It is when you are in a genuine, appreciative place of the being that you now are today, that as your beloved inevitably returns, appears upon the horizon, or makes their connection with you for the first time, there is then no energy that can push them or pull them away. And so anything which is fearful, reluctant, untrusting, unbelieving, unhopeful, sad, frustrated within you, this then is the energy that will drive them away. And it is when you, in their absence or before their arrival, take it upon yourself to embrace the beautiful being that you are, that your beloved counterpart shall return, arrive, or stay. There are no halves of the whole. There is only one. And when you know yourself as love, when you know yourself as the twin on earth as well as in heaven, your beloved shall bring their love to you. I am your friend, your companion, and I say to you, accept yourself, love yourself, appreciate the opportunities that your life is showing you, that you have more to accept and more to love, and your twin, my dear, shall come. It is with great love I leave you on this beautiful earthly day. Blessings, everyone.